Here we are, a thought that fills the moment.
Glück auf für die Olympischen Spiele 1972.
A glimpse into the future, a notion, carried by a vision and united in a common idea. An idea that bridges yesterday and today, cheerful and open-minded, authentic and full of passion for sports, for unity. Here we are, full of anticipation and excitement for this one moment that will outlast 50 years, that will stay with us and transform us because we were there, because we are part of it. Here we are, in a place that is inspiring and welcoming for friends and strangers, for us. Filled with countless emotions, tears of failure and moments of joy. A bridge between the past and the future that connects and unites. Welcoming us all to this one place, under this one roof. Unforgotten, unforgettable. To the roofs.
Welcome to Munich and welcome to the Olympia Park. A beautiful day for it, and thanks so much for joining on this very special occasion. 1 year to go, 365 days to the European Championships Munich 2022. And I'm not alone in the studio here in the middle of the Olympia Park. Tonight I'm joined by international sport host Tuli. Tuli, welcome to Munich.
Thank you, Flo, for having me. What a joy it is to be back in Munich. And I mean, Olympia Park is looking amazing as ever. And Flo, you are the creative director for this event. So what can we expect from the next 90 minutes?
Well, it's like a first date, or maybe it's already the second date. Tonight, and I'll promise you that, we'll make you fall in love with us. Because what we want to achieve is that you get serious FOMO. You want to be part of this event, and we'll make sure tonight that you know everything about it.
And we have lives running on Facebook and YouTube, and also we had some lives running during the day on Instagram. So if you missed anything, go on @Munich 2022 and rewatch everything. And also we want you to participate. Comment, send us your questions, and we will make sure to answer under the lives, either Facebook or YouTube. And Flo, it's not just about the sports, this event, right? Or what is it?
Exactly. It's more than just keyboard sports. We definitely have a lot of sport, actual sport, virtual sport and actual sport at offer for you guys as well. So for example, we have our 20K Swift Challenge online, and you can join it right now. You should see a QR code right down here now. Scan the QR code, sign up, and wherever your bike is, in the basement, in your living room, make sure to join and actually try to beat our class of 22 athletes in that virtual race. We have a lot of other athletes joining us in our studio, not only in the studio, also on the Olympiasee a little bit later for a very special challenge.
And the event is also about other topics. We also have our own festival called The Roofs. It's about connecting people, it's about culture, it's about music. And we also have another topic which is also very close to my own heart, and it's called Count and Last. We will have a world premiere for it, and it's our own sustainability program. And Flo, you've been involved with this event for 3 years. What can we expect today and also 1 year from today?
Well, I probably would need more than 90 minutes to actually tell you all about Munich 2022. But we did prepare a little something, and that's way better than words. Some emotions for you, what it's all about. Here we go.
50 years after the Olympic Games in 1972, Munich is welcoming Europe back to the roofs. The Multi-Sport European Championships 2022 unites 9 continental championships, celebrating the highest honour and elevating the champions of Europe.
The silver medal.
The roofs is the cultural melting pot completing the action. A unique festival creating unexpected, unforgettable moments of happiness. Munich 2022 inspires and leaves a long-lasting legacy for sports and for future generations. Welcome back to the roofs.
Back to the roofs, and of course we got goosebumps on this side. We hope that also translated well to the other side of the screen. But it's not all about emotions. There are some really hard facts and figures, quite impressive facts and figures around Munich 2022 as well. And we want to give you some of this. It's not just one European championship, it's 9 European championships in one event.
And running through 11 days.
And action-packed, and that shows also in the medal decision count, 176 medal decisions over those 11 days.
And we will have 6,000 volunteers helping us out with the event.
Oh, and by the way, if you haven't decided yet, you can still join us as a volunteer, be part of it. All info on munich2022.com/volunteers. Join us today.
And a very impressive number, almost 5,000 athletes will be joining us, and 4 of them are in the studio today. So welcome, canoeist and Olympic champion Max Lemke.
Hello.
And world champion and scholar Oliver Seidler.
Hello. Nice to be here.
You're a little bit low on microphones, but we'll manage. And also big welcome to Munich, to the Henselite triathletes. Great to have you both here, Simon and Franka. Hope all is well, and welcome to Munich.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
So now let's take a closer look on the disciplines that you guys are representing. So first we're going to dig into canoe, sprint and para-canoe, where we'll have 675 athletes from 45 nations, and there will be 42 medal decisions. Next up, we go to rowing, which will have 660 athletes from 46 nations for 22 medal decisions. And both of the events will happen in the legendary, beautiful regatta. And Ollie, the regatta is not even your second home, it's pretty much your first home, right? How do you feel about competing there next year?
Yeah, I feel pretty good competing there because this is like my living room, I would say. I spend a lot of time there. I'm there almost daily during the season, and yeah, it's a beautiful, course.
Nice. And Max, you just came back from the Olympics with a gold medal. Can we expect you also to take gold next year?
Well, I think every athlete that shows up to competitions has the goal to win the gold medal. So, of course, I'm going for it, but you never know what happens. And I have to agree with Ollie, the regatta course is probably one of the nicest we have in the world. And I think we all finally look forward to have an international competition on the course again.
It's very exciting. We are all really looking forward to seeing you compete. Thank you.
And not only next year, but also today. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Coming back from the beautiful regatta back to the Olympia Park and looking at swimming, cycling and running. Closer look at triathlon. And we'll have 120 athletes compete, swimming in the Olympia See, cycling around the Olympia Park and running actually with a climb up to the Olympia Berg that we see right here. And that would be also my first question to Franka, actually. You have a little bit of a home advantage, but that is a really tough course. Did you get a chance to climb the Olympia Hill already?
Not running. I used to race there for running, but it was a little cross race, but I never did it in a triathlon or something like this.
And that is definitely part of your preparation for Munich 2022, just in case. But there is a long road to Munich 2022. So, Simon, just tell us quickly, what is actually part of that road? What kind of milestones and what kind of boxes do you have to tick to actually get a ticket for Munich 2022?
Yeah, actually right now we don't know what the way will be leading up to the event. Like the pandemic is still happening, and lots of races are going cancelled, and we don't know which race we have to do to qualify for the event, and I think it will be maybe 2 months or 3 months leading into the race when we actually know, okay, now we have to do this race or that race to qualify for it. So it's quite spontaneous,
Short
but
notice.
yeah, I hope I'll be part of it.
Yeah, of course, and we cross our fingers for that. But what's next on your calendar then? Do you know what's coming up next?
Yeah, on Saturday I'll be heading to Canada. I qualified for the Under-23 World Championships in Edmonton, so that's my next point on the bucket list, and I have to do a 3 days quarantine, and yeah, then I can check the course and yeah, see how it's going.
And no course checking needed for the Swift race later on. I'm very much looking forward to see you live in action then. Before we do that, we'll have a lot more cycling, not just within triathlon at offer. We have a lot of various disciplines of cycling, including the mountain bike cross country, also climbing up the Olympiaberg, and on top of the Olympiaberg we have the BMX Freestyle Park with the beautiful backdrop of the city of Munich, and with weather like this also with the backdrop of the impressive Alps. So a lot to expect and a lot hosted here, a very, very vivid Olympia Park next year.
But guys, girls, now I think Simon and Franca, Max and Ollie, it's time for you guys to get ready for your challenges. So you guys will be changing your sports disciplines and going back to the Olympia Sea, competing. And you two will join Flo, and Flo will explain what will happen next. And good luck.
Yep, guys, good warm-up. Good luck for later on. We'll see you live in the program. But before we do that, we would actually like to say thank you and give the floor to one of our partners, to the Parliamentary State Secretary of the Federal Ministry of the Interior, Building and Community, Stefan Mayer.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's really a great pleasure for me that we start this countdown together. Let us celebrate 1 year to go to the European Championships 2022 in Munich. I am looking very much forward to an exceptional and exciting major sporting event in Germany that will not only impress with high-class performances of the athletes, but also welcome everyone from Europe, but from all over the world in an open surrounding created by the festival, The Roofs. As having been part of the process from the beginning, I can only congratulate the organizing team for their outstanding work so far, especially in these really challenging times. Seeing the European Championships continuing to form is really impressive. Given their dimension and sporting quality, the European Championships can lead by example for events to come in Munich, Bavaria, and all over Germany. They have the chance to set standards and can create hope for the future. Thus, I can only say thank you once again for the great work done so far. I wish you all the best for the next 12 months, and I still remain very excited for all that is to come within the next year, counting down the time to the start of the European Championships 2022.
Thank you very much again for your support. Now, we used that little break to actually change scenery, change sport, and we would like to welcome to our studio the multiple German champion in 800 meters, Christina Hering. Welcome, Chrissy. Great to have you. And the under-23 European champion from 2019 in pole vault, Bo Kandalita-Bere.
Thank you to be here.
Very good to have you both guys here. And of course, we want to talk about athletics first. So let's have a closer look at your sport, hosted in the beautiful Olympiastadion. And we'll have more than 1,500 athletes competing in 50 medal decisions, 51 nations, so all over Europe is represented in athletics. Yeah, and hopefully also you too, guys. Just fresh back from Tokyo. Very good to have you guys. Bo, seeing those pictures, you have seen many Olympic stadiums now. You've seen the Tokyo Olympic Stadium. You obviously are very familiar with the Berlin one. What's different with the Munich one?
I've never been there. That's the difference. But yes, I'm very excited because it's a beautiful stadium, and I'm really excited to compete there. I have to be healthy to get there. It's a long way. Even though if I got the qualification for Tokyo, it's next year's another year, and I have to compete against the best and do my best. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm happy.
Great. And maybe actually Chrissy can give you some hints there, because obviously, well, Olli just said it's his living room, the regatta. I think that's the same for you with the Olympiastadion, at least the warm-up track right next to it, right?
Yeah, actually, I think the last 10 years, nearly every day, I trained on the warm-up track. So it will be very special to warm up in 1 year to get ready for the 800-meter heat. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the event.
I guess that's what you call home advantage, right?
Hopefully.
And also having the support, right, of your families, friends right there. That wasn't possible in Tokyo right now.
Yeah, so let's hope it will be possible again, that we will have a full stadium of spectators, and then I'm sure that a lot of my family and friends will join me in the stadium.
And Bo, pole vault is really up high in Germany again, thanks to you, thanks to Oleg and some other guys there. What do you think? What do you need to jump next year to get a medal?
It's always hard. Some people ask me in Tokyo, what do you think you have to jump for a medal? Yeah, you have maybe a range which high can be enough for a medal, but I guess every international competition is a new one, so you can't say you have to jump 585 for a medal, because the last European Championships was very good, high performance with Morgunov, with Mondo. So yeah, I guess 590 plus for medals. It will be a very strong field and a very good competition.
And you just mentioned it's going to be a tough road to Munich as well. What are the next milestones for you on that road?
Yeah, to finish the season, I have 5 competitions left this season to gain more experience, to try new things, and then the preparation starts, and following the indoor season, which continues with the outdoor season. So full plan, full program, with lots of activities, and yes.
And Chrissy, I can imagine that your road is also quite tough, just given that your discipline is so tough. 800 meters, that must be a lot of mileage over the winter.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it's not always fun to train for the 800 meters, but yeah, it's a very special discipline because yeah, as we've seen in Tokyo, again, it's very tactical, and but it can get fast as well. So yeah, you have to be fast and able to run long. So yeah, it's very special, and there are so many components, and in the end, yeah, to run fast in the end. Yeah.
And there is more than the stadium athletics, obviously, at offer. We also have a beautiful hub, and we want to quickly look at our road events that are included in the program. That is, of course, the race walk and the marathon. And we have a beautiful hub downtown, right at the heart of the city, at Odeonsplatz. And this will be also the final home straight for the road cycling events. And looking down that home straight, I mean, we really can't wait to see the athletes arriving on that beautiful home straight.
And we'd also like to look into track cycling, because in Messe München we will build a very special wooden track, and I think no one wants to miss it, because you will be so close to the action that you can't even believe it.
And close to the action is also a very good and very true for our next venue, our next sport. It's actually right behind us here. The sun just shining through the roof of the Olympiahalle. And the Olympiahalle will be home, well, usually home to concerts, beautiful concerts and top stars. And this time it's sports stars, gymnasts, 300 athletes competing for 14 medals in gymnastics. And we also welcome 50 nations, and it will be 6 competition days in gymnastics. Obviously, we'll have the classic disciplines within the gymnastics, and we also have the all-around, which is a first for European Championships. So that's going to be a lot of great fun. And of course, we want to talk a little bit more about gymnastics. It's our second biggest venue. We expect more than 8,000 people to witness the live action. And we did, invent a little bit more, or innovate a little bit more around there, because we wanted to get the action closer to the spectators, actually. And therefore, we came up with a new layout for the field of play. We were looking at a 360-degree experience for the spectators. That means we have a stage in the middle, and all the sports moves out from the center and actually closer to our spectators. So that's going to be a very, very special experience, and we hope, of course, that this will also help to make you fall in love with not just one sport, but many of our sports that we have to offer here at Munich 2022. An amazing experience for sure, and I hope that everything will work now, because don't trust my words, trust the words of someone who really knows what he's talking about. We should have online now the world champion from 2019 in the parallel bars. Welcome, Joe Fraser. Joe, is the line good? Can you hear me?
I can. Hello.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today. Of course,
thanks for having me.
Well, of course. I mean, it's an honor and a pleasure. And please turn around your iPhone, if that's possible.
Okay.
Because then we can also show your picture in the live stream. We got across the unmute yourself moment, so that's perfect. Now, and there we have a picture. Here you are. Welcome to Munich again, Joe.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. Well, Joe, you're just back from Tokyo. Is it off season now? Relaxing?
Yeah, I've just got back on Thursday last week, so yeah, I've just had a bit of time to relax. It's my the end of my first Olympic cycle, so it's been a long road to get here. So I'm just enjoying the time away from the gym right now.
And my director just says, if it's possible, Joe, to get your smartphone a little bit further away from your face, then we actually can see you in full brightness and full glory. There we go. We want to see your smile. Yeah, and a little bit lower, please. I know it's hard if you don't see yourself. Perfect. Yeah, yep. There we go. Well, it's not that easy, right? And I think, well, you mentioned relaxing, so that makes a lot of sense, because next year will be quite a tough year. You have the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, very important for a British athlete, and then of course you have almost back-to-back the European Championships. How will you tackle that?
For me, I'll just take it one day at a time, one training session, one competition at a time. So I'm not really looking at the end result right now, but I know that it's in the back of my mind. But like I say, I'll tackle one day at a time.
But talking about the end result, I mean, so far Germany has been a lucky charm for you. First international gold medal in Stuttgart at the World Championships. Does that also mean, having certain goals for coming back to Germany, coming back to Munich?
Definitely, Germany holds a very special place in my heart. I've done lots and lots of competitions there over my career, so I've become very fond of the place, and I'm very excited to hopefully be given the opportunity to compete there once again next year.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We can't wait to welcome you with open arms here to Munich. Thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy your off-season and all the best for next year, Joe.
No problem. Thank you.
Cheers.
So when we have even more surprises for you, so there will be two very high-energy sports taking over downtown Munich at Königsplatz. So we're going to have sports climbing and beach volleyball. Starting with sports climbing, we'll have 4 events: boulder, lead, speed, boulder and lead. There's going to be 300 athletes from 42 nations. Next up, there's beach volleyball. Will be 128 athletes from 56 nations and 2 medal decisions.
And moving back from beautiful outdoors to very impressive indoors. The Rudi Sedelmeier Halle is usually the home to our energetic FC Bayern basketball, but for us it will be taken over by our table tennis players. A lot of action included, 260 athletes. We have 5 medal decisions, 58 nations taking part, and it all comes down to one center court, right at the middle.
And now we've showed you all our sports. Christina, if you could buy tickets for any other discipline than your own athletics, which one would it be?
Well, difficult. So let's hope I get the chance to visit any other sport. But yeah, I think beach volleyball is always a great atmosphere and like a party. So I think it's very nice to watch.
Nice. And Paul, what about you?
Yeah,
I really don't know, but I think I would say the same like Christina. The beach volleyball is a great atmosphere, which is a bit like the pole vault events, which sometimes you see in the city center. So yeah, beach volleyball.
Nice.
For sure.
And Flo, now over to you. You have some exciting things to show.
Yeah, and I have to do some sports climbing first, and it's all about the sport right now. We talked so much about our sports. Now we want to show you some real sport, and we hope you are ready, guys, because remember, the Swift race, the virtual race is coming up. We hope you are ready in your basement, in your living room, in your garden, or in the Olympia Park, like our athletes are. Franka and Simon up there, and we're also joined by 2 of my dear colleagues, Ali and Christoph, and they will compete against you guys. And of course we want to quickly hear, and I'll just try to get up there, I'm just coming around here, how it is feeling right now. Simon, you have been on the roll for quite a while warming up.
20 minutes, I think.
But that's already, I mean, the whole race will only take, what, 30, 35 minutes?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 30 minutes maybe.
But that's a long warm-up then.
Yeah, my coach said I have to do a little training because of Canada next week.
So it's a training session,
yeah,
live training session in the Olympia Park as well. Very
good. So we have now 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Yes, yes. So we still have a lot more time to get you guys ready, also you at home. Franka, how does it feel cycling virtually in the Olympia Park?
I have to say I'm quite nervous. I never did a Swift race before, so I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm sure somehow it's gonna be okay.
Are you confident that you'll beat everyone else on the stream?
For sure, yeah.
And Christoph, I'll just come over quickly. Christoph, is there a certain strategy?
Yeah, go fast and stay fast.
Because, I mean, 20K is not very long, but it can get very long at the end, right?
Yeah, and that's the matter. It's not that long. That's why you have to suffer from the beginning. Like I'm suffering right now, and then the race didn't even start.
What's this? So we have 1:35 left. So last minute chance to still join us. There's no strategy. All in.
All in from the beginning, and then get stronger.
Even stronger. Okay, 1:20 left. You guys are still warming up. We are almost ready. Simon, if that is also a training session right now, what's the training content for you? What's the goals to tick off?
I'm supposed to not start too hard. Maybe start with threshold and then see what I'm capable of today.
Okay, so it's 1 minute left. 1 minute left. 55 seconds. 50 seconds. I hope you guys are all ready. Franka, how is it looking? Are we ready?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure, you know, there are people sitting back home, you know, but you have this beautiful scenery, the Olympiaturm right here, the roofs in the background. So I'm not quite sure how it's looking over at Tim Bensko's apartment, but I heard that Tim Bensko, famous singer and songwriter, also joined us on his bike. Would love to see a live stream. I don't think we have that, but good luck, Tim, and also good luck to everybody else. We have 15 seconds left and we'd start the countdown together. And here goes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! Beat our class of 22. Best of luck to all of you. And of course, we'll want to have a quick look how that first part of the race is evolving. Wow, they're off very, very quickly. Simon at the moment in third position, if I see that correctly. But of course, it's early stages, so that doesn't say a lot. 50 kilometers per hour. What a start. I mean, not sure they can keep that up for the remainder of the race. Now Simon in the lead. And we have a lot of other competitors joining in. Thanks so much, guys. Hope you have fun. Best of luck for all of you. And Simon is still leading. Nah, but it's a hard fight for the lead here. Now he's back in third. And of course, we'll give you further updates later on in the program of this very, very exciting virtual race. I've never been part of that. Have you ever been part of that, guys? No. No virtual pole vaulting, no virtual 800.
I'm not so into biking or swimming, so I couldn't do the running part.
But actually, you guys are not just in the studio with us today. We try to get you back together because it's been quite a while since we saw the full class together. What was on your program today?
Yes, first we met each other. It was my first time to get the other athletes, to know them. Then we went to the roof of the Olympic Stadium. It was really cool because I never been there. It was quite special. After that we had a quick lunch. Then we went to the Odeon's place, there was some activities, for example, climbing, table tennis, rowing. To show the people what activities or what sports events will you see next year. So it was really cool.
And I think we actually have some footage of your day so far, or at least of your tour on top of the roof. Here it is. Quite new perspectives, right? Chrissy, have you ever been up there? Was it your first time?
We also had some nice insights in the history of this whole park.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to what we witnessed from up there. You guys are, as I mentioned before, freshly back from Tokyo, from the Olympic Games. The pinnacle of the sport, definitely. So first of all, congratulations. You are now Olympic athletes. I mean, that is already impressive. Let's quickly talk about it. It was not the classic games, obviously. No spectators, a lot of restrictions. How was it for you?
So it definitely was a long journey because it was delayed by 1 year. But I think for us, it was very important that it took place. And I think, so looking back now, it was such a nice experience. So I felt very welcome. And it was a true Olympic spirit. So I think, they all did their best. And for us athletes, it was a very nice experience.
Bo, how was it for you?
Yes, first of all, different Olympic Games than the others, maybe other than the Rio ones or in London. But like she said, it's very important to get back to the international stage because last year was a bit rough with no international competitions. And this year when I was at the European Indoor Championships, it was like, we're getting back to used to it and it's getting normal because we need this. We need this to perform better, to enhance our performance. So, so you have to live with those restrictions. First of all, in the first moment it was like a bit weird when you're eating in the dining hall and you have those plexiglass walls in front of you. But you have to live with it, and I really soak every experience I got there, and it was really nice. Not satisfying with my performance, but yeah, maybe some motivation for the next years.
And I think what you just described, that's also the magic in the village, right, of multi-sport events, that you're not just within your own sport, you get to meet other athletes. Did that work in Tokyo as well, a little bit at least?
Yeah, I think it was quite difficult to get to know new people because, yeah, everyone was a little bit like, okay, let's keep distance and with masks. But especially like in the German team, it felt like, okay, we are Team Germany and we are different sports. So at least this was very nice. But yeah, for sure, in the dining hall, you at least got the chance to like, see well-known athletes from other countries.
Or scream through the plexiglass. But that's, I think, the whole idea that created also the class of 22, who you're members of, to actually get sports and different athletes from different backgrounds together. And first of all, thank you very much for actually allowing us to follow you on that road to Munich and give us very, very deep and interesting insights. And I think that was a lot of fun. If you haven't watched it yet, you definitely should binge watch on this weekend. But you now get the exclusive chance of a best-of, the class of 22 so far.
Ich bin Christina Hering.
Ich bin Max Lemke.
Ich bin Simon Henseleit.
Ich bin Sabine Winter. Celabra. Gudrun Stock.
Oliver Zeitler.
Und das ist die
Class of 22.
Class of 22.
Class of 22. Und das ist die Class of 22.
Hallo, guten Tag. Einmal allgemeine Verkehrskontrolle.
Dass du sauber über die Welle kommst.
Hier ist Clemens Zickler, der Rasenreporter vom Olympiaturm.
Geh mal auf die Rampe und mach mal ein paar Tricks.
Ja, kannst du ja, keine Tricks.
Ja, ich übe die noch mal ein bisschen.
Entweder Torspiel, die stehen K.O. vorne, Hering von vorne weg. Wahnsinnsfrequenz hier bei Max Lemke.
So many great insights, and of course we'll have more episodes coming up every 11th of the month through to next August. New episodes, and you can binge watch everything. It's all live up on YouTube in our playlist. So make sure to do that and follow our athletes. Actually, you don't necessarily have to be on YouTube to follow our athletes. You can actually, today, you had a chance to follow you or run with you at least. We had a community run.
Yeah, so we had a very nice run through the Olympic Park, and we actually also got up a little bit the hill, but enjoyed a very nice view. And yeah, I think it was nice.
So you weren't too fast, Chrissy. You stayed with the pack.
Yeah, it was a steady run today, but it was hot, so I think.
Oh yeah, looks beautiful. Great. I think that's also very close to our heart. We really want to move and get Munich up on their feet, not only today but also next year. So we're just looking into all the options that we have around there, because you'll be busy, I guess, but we'll try to make all of Munich busy and up on their feet. So thanks very much for leading that as well and enjoying this run together with our community. Now there are other people enjoying not running but cycling. So let's have a quick look into our Swift race and see who is leading. Simon is up in front, and I also heard, and this is a big honor, that Franziska Brause, Olympic gold just in Tokyo with the women's team in track cycling, joined our little virtual race as well. Not so little anymore, and she is 15 seconds behind Simon, so nothing that can't be fixed, and we're 7 kilometers in the race. Everything very, very quick. We see the bicycles lighting up there in neon. Simon back in the lead. And there is a little gap there. Who is... I just have to look a little bit closer here. Okay, Rose Beast Mode. There's someone really at the heels of Simon, but everything very much close together. And a race that nicely develops. So I'm very exciting. I think I have to try that next time again. Although I might be a bit slow and at the end of the pack, but that doesn't really matter, right? Being part of this is what counts. And being part of it, that also counted today. Our little show here is just one part of the big celebrations of 1 year to go. And there was a lot happening in the Olympia Park and around the whole city. And we wanted to give you a quick overview of everything that happened so far.
Ja, jawohl. Genau. Und jetzt die Beine ausstrecken. So, und dann wieder vorne. Ja. Sehr gut.
Thanks to the wonderful team and the volunteers that were already active today to make this all possible and actually get Munich on their feet. Thank you guys for joining in. And that was a lot of challenges we saw there, the beach volleyball, the table tennis. But we have a very special challenge that was actually born out of one of our first, actually the first live Q&A coming up right now. Let's have a quick look how that all developed. Who would win in a race with Ollie in the canoe, let's say 500 meters, and Max in the rowing boat?
Do you think sitting in a rowing boat is a bit easier?
Yeah, I think I will lose. Yeah, I guess it would still be fun to watch.
And maybe we should try that in Munich one day. That would be a fun race to do.
Hey guys, we're fully open for that. It's on for sure. Laura, we'll book it in. All done. We'll just find a spot when you're both in Munich. Very much looking forward to that. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, I can't really believe that's really happening. So I have to ask Tuli, who is at the Olympiasee. Tuli, is that really happening?
It is really happening. I am so excited for this. I have Ollie and Max here with me. And guys, so first of all, Ollie, what will be the biggest technical challenge for you in this race?
Steering. The steering.
Anything else compared to your actual discipline?
I hope that I will not go swimming. That's the other thing.
And Max, who has the advantage in this race?
I think Ollie has a little advantage, but I will definitely try to make it up during the race.
So what will be your biggest challenge here today?
That I don't catch a Krebs.
Well, I am very excited to see you guys hit the road. So let's go get ready.
Let's do it. Kanu und Max ist in einem Ruderboot. Ja. Eigentlich haben alle gedacht, dass du hast mal Rudern, hast du eine bessere Stabilität. Genau. Und Olli am Anfang war super instabil, weil du quasi die ganze Zeit hier ausgleichen musst. Aber er hat es relativ schnell aufgeholt. Weil Max
Ich weiß aber nicht, ob ich noch live bin oder mir sagt keiner was.
Ja, ich glaube, das also genau, wenn Olli jetzt richtig hinbekommt, jemand hat die Stabilität. Das heißt, wenn er einmal instabil wird, dann ist er halt drin. Und dann hast du keine Chance.
Last preparations. Last preparations.
Oh, look at this beautiful, calm waters of the Olympiasee. The boys getting ready. We saw the rehearsals, the tests that they did, and it looked all quite impressive. I mean, the learning curve was super steep for both of them. They picked it up super quickly, and now we are in the final stages of getting them ready, strapped in. So that, fingers crossed, both of them stay dry. I think that's goal number one we want to achieve.
Yeah!
Yeah. And that's the battle cry by Olli. I mean, the good thing is he was a swimmer before he turned to rowing, so maybe he could, even if he has to get out of the boat, still swim to the end. Not sure that would count though. Some final banter between the two of them. And we have sport back on the Olympiasee. Doesn't that look beautiful? I mean, who's your money on, Chrissy? What do you think? Max or Olli?
But I think maybe it's nice to bet if someone falls on us.
Bo is decided. Very good. And I think everybody gets ready. Thule gets ready because Thule will now be in the boat on the side and will do the live.
Here we go.
So I guess back down to you, Thule. Enjoy, have fun, good luck, boys.
Is everyone ready? Okay, is everyone ready? Ready? Set. Go! Okay, we have started the race. Max is currently in the lead, but Ollie is slowly but steadily passing him. This will be a very tight race. And reminder, Ollie and Max changed their sports disciplines. Go Ollie, go Max! Woo! This is such a tight race, you can't even tell who will win this. You can see that both of them are feeling actually very comfortable in their new disciplines. This is such a tight race, holy hell. Almost half the race is done. I mean, this is so fast, we can't even reach them with our boat anymore. Go Ollie, go Max! Woo! This is such a tight race. It looks like they're even doing it on purpose. Okay, but now Ollie is taking the lead. You can see that he's very focused. Oh, he almost hit the buoy. Max is having a very steady pace. Both of them are very focused. I mean, they are both world champions, so hey. But you can see that Ollie is very steadily taking the lead. I think Max is struggling a bit more with the new discipline. But Ollie is definitely sending it full speed. Go Ollie! Finish line is not far. Max, you can catch it up! Go, Max, you can catch it up! Go! Hey, Ollie, you have the lead! We are almost reaching the finish line. This is such an exciting race. I can't praise myself. Oh, but now Max is actually catching up. This can have a different turn to the race. This is who will win? But Ollie will take the win, and Max caught up, almost caught up. This was such a tight race. Whoa! I mean, wow!
Are we finished?
Wow! I mean, even my adrenaline is pumping. Great job, guys! Woo! Wow! What a race! What a day!
Wow, we had a lot of fun up here. What a tight race. I think we also almost have to call for a photo finish, huh? That was super close. I think actually Max was definitely better at the start, right? He got the gun perfect.
Yeah, it seemed like he had a perfect start, and yeah, but Ollie seemed calm and like believed in a strong finish, and yeah, it seemed to be a strong finish.
Yeah, looked great. Bo, ever thought about changing your discipline maybe? that was cool.
It was really cool, but I think at the end Max a bit lost the control, and then Ollie went through, but it was really close, so yeah, fun to watch. And yeah,
is there any discipline, is there anything that we could maybe tease you into? Would you wanna, I know you're coming from soccer, but we don't have that as part of
soccer,
it, so
from basketball.
From basketball, yes. Of course, sorry, yeah. From basketball, but
yeah, I really like those
that, so.
football drills or football games, like American
long jump,
football.
high jump, maybe? No.
Long jump rather than high jump.
Could work, huh?
Yes.
Because you have the speed, you have the jumping power. Okay, well, maybe we find a good partner for you to swap disciplines. I think it's going to be harder actually to find someone for pole vault, probably.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look at that race again. We want to see how that evolved from the start, with Ollie having a little nap time there at the start, but then slowly, steadily trying to pick it up. He was definitely in the lead there, and I think Max actually did a lot of extra mileage there to the outside, but then coming close to the finish line. Ooh, that almost looked like a crash. And I think that was the decisive moment there at the end, where a few centimeters maybe decided over the victory. And we have a photo finish coming up very, very soon. Our judges looking closely into this race. And then we'll have picture proof of who won this challenge. That, as we saw, was really a very stupid idea that turned out into something super exciting. There we see it. What is that? Maybe 20 centimeters. A very, very thin lead, but it was and it is the victory for Oliver Zeidler, and we'll hear more from them now down with Thule.
Guys, what a day, what a race, wow. I mean, well done, and well done for winning, Ollie.
Thank you.
So, are you going to change the discipline now?
No, I will not change this, definitely not.
What about you?
I don't think I will either, but it was definitely a lot of fun and a nice experience.
So any winner words to the spectators?
Well, I think it was pretty close, and it was an interesting race. Hopefully, like all the other races we will see here in Munich in 1 year to come.
It was so much fun to watch. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much again, guys. That was a lot of fun. Can't wait to have you back in your real bows, though, I have to say, and see the real speed latest then in August. And now we want to catch up with our Swift race. We're getting very, very close to the home straight. Roughly 2 kilometers left, so let's have a look who is in the lead. It's Mr. Emmerich, or Miss Emmerich. Simon is 13 seconds behind at the moment, or 15 seconds behind, 2 kilometers. nothing decided yet. I think that's still too close to call for sure. Simon there. Let's try to spot the others. We have Franziska Brause, I see there. She's making ground as well. Definitely in the top 10. Ooh, but that's, you can see, Simon really has to give it all here. And I think already focusing on the last few kilometers. Franka is here. We're just seeing her here, 16th rank at the moment. Still a few more kilometers to go for her. 16.6 covered. It's also quite demanding course, we have to say. But look at that scenery. Virtual racing live in the Olympia Park. And Simon actually looks relaxed enough to actually do some live interview. Let's just talk that. Probably my director will kill me now, but it's a live stream, right? So we have to be a bit flexible here. Simon, that looks quite good. Is it still possible to take the lead here in the last? Wow, we only have 600 meters left.
Really?
Yeah, 19.5 covered.
22k.
No, 20k, right? 22? Ah, okay. Are you sure? Ah, sorry, okay. Yeah. So okay, I thought it was 20. Okay, it's 22. Okay, then relax everybody. Okay, so is that why you were taking a little bit speed off now to get ready for that final stretch?
Yeah, I tried to cover myself a bit behind the leader because I don't know how good my sprinting legs are after 27 minutes with basically 400 watts.
Wow.
So let's see.
That is quite impressive. That is quite impressive. Franka, how is it going for you? Your first ever Swift race?
Oh, I'm struggling hard. There's one guy and I always try to catch up, but...
Oh, you will. Just keep close. Yeah. It even
it
tells
always
you.
Says close the gap.
Close the gap, close the gap.
I don't want to close the gap anymore.
But hang in there, 17.7 kilometers covered. And Christoph, okay.
I'm happy to be joined in a famous group with the gold medalist, so everything's fine for me.
Wow, that is quite impressive.
Yes.
And is that now your strategy? Just stay close to her?
Yeah, just hang on the wheel.
Get inspiration, motivation?
Yeah, suck the wheel.
And we are looking at Tim Bensko as well.
He's behind me.
He's behind you, Ali. How does that feel being followed by Tim Bensko?
My only goal is to choose the finish line before Tim Bensko.
Well, I'm glad that he stopped quickly for rescuing the world and quickly came back to us to join this race.
Okay.
He's right there, but how big is the...
30 seconds. Okay.
30 seconds, so easy. Is that something you'll put on your CV?
Yes.
I bet Tim Bensko in a virtual race?
Of course.
Well, good luck for you guys. 18.1 kilometers here. And looking over to our leading pack with Simon here still very, very close. Now 21.1 kilometers, 900 meters, 800 meters left. Simon, now give it all, give it all. You're close. And the bike is lighting up. You can see he's giving all the power now. 500 watts, more than that, 550 watts. 600 meters left. Come on, Simon. And of course, come on, everybody else, beat our class. And I think actually you might have a go at it. Come on, Simon, hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. 400 meters. 300. Go, go, go. 200 meters, we're on the home straight. Imagine you are on the Ludwigstraße leading down to Odeonsplatz. The finish line is in sight. The last 100 meters. 30,000 cheering on from the left, from the right. And Simon got it. And almost done, almost done. And I think 200 meters left for you, Simon. 240. Come on. 200. 150. Good speed. 100. Last 50, 30, 20, 10. And you got it, Simon. You came in fourth. Mr. or Mrs. Nielsen won in front of Mr. or Mrs. Schalay. Third, Mr. or Mrs. Team. And Simon Henseleit, our triathlete, a very good fourth place. And you can see he really gave it all. Kudos. Bravo, Simon. Well done. Great job. Already ready for this?
Yeah. Your timing was a bit bad.
Wrong time for an interview? Sorry for that.
I opened the sprint too early. But yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Really good effort, really good training effort. My heart rate was quite high at the end.
Yeah.
So I think I gave it my all. Yeah.
But great job. Well, that was quite something. So congratulations, you guys out there. You bet the class of 22. That is quite an achievement, and that won't be the last one maybe. Before we continue now with our sports program, we promised you it's a lot more than just sport for Munich 2022. And let's have a quick look at what we have to offer our festival. The Roofs has to offer. Here is a quick clip.
What a joy it is to have live events back and have live music. I'm so happy to throw it to the tides. Woo!
Bin ich. Hatten wir den Stop-Motion-Clip aber nicht, oder?
Let's get away just straight to Mexico.
thanks so much to the Tides. And that was obviously just a glimpse into our festival, what is really very, very important and very close to our hearts to not only have great sports, but also a mix of arts, culture, music, food, and much more within the Roofs, our festival for the European Championships 2022. And to give you a quick idea, our friends from the Roofs actually got quite creative. Here you go. And we're back in the studio. I have, as you can see, a lot to offer at our festival. Now let's do something very, very different. We had our most important people here, our athletes. And I think in a very, very close second rank, we have our volunteers. A big sport event is not possible without them. And you can still join the volunteer program for Munich 2022 on our website munich2022.com/volunteers. You can sign up right now, still open until the end of August. And if you don't have enough reasons yet why you should join, don't trust me, trust the words from someone that is very experienced actually, that has a, 50 years volunteer career under his belt. Here's Walter.
Mein Name ist Walter Heiß. Ich bin 1970 hier nach München gekommen. Und als ich jetzt erfahren habe, dass hier wieder eine ähnliche Veranstaltung stattfindet, die 50-Jahr-Feier, war mir sofort klar, da möchte ich irgendwie dabei sein. Dann geht es hier wirklich nicht um die materielle Seite, sondern, weil das Leben besteht ja nicht nur aus Geld und Gold, sondern es gibt auch sehr viele Erlebnisse. Und je älter man wird, umso mehr lernt man diese Erlebnisse schätzen. Die werden immer wertvoller. Ich sage mal, meine persönlichen Erinnerungen oder spezielle schöne Erinnerungen sind natürlich auch der Kontakt mit den Sportlern gewesen. Ich freue mich auch wahnsinnig, dass ich hier dabei sein darf und würde mich genauso freuen, wenn sich das, was ich 72 erlebt habe, hier in irgendeiner Form wiederholen könnte. Wäre natürlich sehr schön für mich und bin neugierig, was das nächste Jahr bringt.
What an amazing story by Walter. And I'm very, very happy that I'm joined by two other volunteers that already joined us with very different backgrounds. Anushka and Klaus, welcome to our little studio and thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Anushka, actually it's your first time I think you ever signed up for a volunteer program. What was the reason that you signed up for joining us for Munich 2022?
Yes, I did my internship within the volunteer management at the European Championships in Munich. And yes, if you organize such a big event, you really want to be part of it. And that's why I decided to sign up.
Is there already a certain area that you, because you got a few more insights due to your internship, that you would like to join?
Yes, I've applied for a position as culture and side events volunteer, and I would be very happy to coordinate a cultural program there, and just to get in touch with all the visitors from our festival in the Olympia Park.
Awesome.
Yes.
Now, Klaus, for you it's very, very different because you have a long volunteer career, if we can call it like that, a lot of experiences. What was your highlight so far?
Well, that's kind of difficult within 15 years' time to come up with a highlight. But in the most recent past, it was the European Championships in Berlin 3 years ago. And that was amazing. It was a beautiful summer days, very hot as today. And quite often the stadium was completely sold out. And the atmosphere in this huge Berlin Olympic Stadium was just amazing.
And can you tell anybody that hasn't any experience yet what to expect from being a volunteer?
Well, one should not be worried to try it. It's like in professional life. You have to start, you build up a track record, and then some people even talk about a career. And you just have to start like she did, or will do. And then it will be two ways. Either you don't like it, or you are infected. And at some point of time, like myself, I stopped counting the number of events.
And there is actually a volunteer role that connects quite well to a question that we got through social media. Let me just bring that up here quickly. So we have a user asking here about the mascot, if we already have a mascot. And mascot, accompanying the mascot or helping with the mascot, the walking act, of course, it could also be a very good volunteer job. Actually, maybe even being in the costume, I think that could also be a lot of fun. So, do we already have a mascot for Munich 2022? Well, the short answer is maybe. Well, we had a great competition. We had more than 800 school children from all over Europe taking part in our little contest, and the jury got together. We looked over all what was sent in. Thanks again so much for sending all these great drawings, a lot of handcrafted mascot ideas in. And it's a long job for the jury because we got so many. So we're still in the process of finding our winner, and the winner will be announced very soon. So stay tuned on our social media channels and of course on our website to find out what will be or who will be the mascot for Munich 2022. For you, thanks very much for joining, you guys. Again, you can still also join Anushka and Klaus and be part of the volunteer program. Do this right now on our website, all the info up there. Thanks very much for joining us, and thanks for joining the volunteer program.
Thank you.
And now we would like to say a few more thank yous and give the floor to the Bavarian State Minister of the Interior, Sport and Integration, Joachim Herrmann.
Dear sports fans, just 1 year from today, we will see the opening of the 2022 European Championships. This will be the biggest sports event in Bavaria since 1972. As Bavarian Sports Minister, I am delighted that preparations are in full swing and on track. We will see great performance and a lot of thrills and emotions. I am convinced that the European Championships will benefit Munich and all of Bavaria well beyond sports, especially since the organizers are focusing so strongly on the aspect of sustainability. So let us all look forward to the sporting summer of 2022. Share your excitement about this outstanding sporting highlight. The countdown is on.
I would like to share another very special project, which is also very close to my own heart, which is called Count and Last. And it is our very own sustainability project or program. It will kick off on September 1st, so keep an eye on our website to find out more. And it's all about bringing our values to life. But a picture says more than 1,000 words, so let's watch the video.
Time for commitment. Make it count. Make it last. Count and Last is an initiative of the European Championships Munich 2022, which creates a valuable contribution to the sustainability goals of Munich 2022. In addition to our sustainability strategy, the initiative includes 12 projects in which everyone can participate and make a difference. The first pillar of Count and Last focuses on topics from all 3 dimensions of sustainability. The focus topics within the ecological dimension are reuse of venues and sports equipment, carbon-neutral transportation and mobility, and waste and littering. Regarding social sustainability, impact on grassroots and professional sports, and inclusion and accessibility. Concerning economic sustainability, we focus on local value creation. The second pillar of the Count and Last initiative comprises 12 projects that call for active participation. 12 projects that bring our values to life, that everyone can take part in. Implemented with exclusive partners and with a common goal in mind. From the 1st of September, every month a new project will be announced on our website, so join us on the road to the European Championships Munich 2022 and be part of Count and Last.
A great project indeed, and we can't really wait to kick these 12 projects off and tell you more about that. Again, stay tuned. More information to come on our website very, very soon. And we're now joined by the CEO of the Olympiapark München GmbH, Marion Schöne. Frau Schöne, good evening.
Good evening.
Great to have you with us. Thanks for, well, this. It's so beautiful to be here, beautiful studio. And I think you're also maybe a little bit responsible for the great weather we have today.
Yes, I hope so. I think it's a good time for the next year to have this wonderful summer weather and this wonderful white-blue Bavarian sky.
Exactly, looking up here. Now, the Olympiapark has always been connected very, very closely to the sport, of course. Born out of sport, but also arts, culture. Now, having big sports coming back, actually the biggest for 50 years, how much does this mean to the Olympiapark?
Oh, it means a lot. At first, I think it's the best birthday present we could have for the Olympic Park to celebrate the 50th anniversary. And what you said, sports coming back to us, and it will be the biggest sporting event since 1972, the Olympic Games. So we are very, very proud to have this event here, and we are waiting now for the next year to come.
And I mean, you must be also proud, because every time we talk about sport and sustainability in any science paper, in any newspaper, it's mostly a picture of the Olympiapark, because this is really a living legacy, and the stressing on living, because it's still used and it's now going to be used again for a lot of sport. How much does that mean to you?
A lot, because I don't know if you know that we are applying for coming World Heritage. So we would like to be, what you say, the living heritage. And at the moment, we have a very, very big legacy. And the core issue is sustainability, because we are one of the most best used after Olympic sites. So we are very proud of this. And when the European Championships will be hosted next year, so then we don't have to build new venues. We can do all the sports in our existing venues since 1972. So I think that's great, and that's a great sign for rural lived sustainability.
And you have been part of all these preparations. It's been a long, long road. And sometimes these preparations can be a lot of office work, a lot of documents, a lot of requests to fill out, forms to fill out. Now, for me today, it felt like the first event day, proper event day. We see our branding everywhere. We took over the city for at least one day. How does that feel for you?
Very, very great. So I did a short trip to the city, and I was at the Odeonsplatz, and I also stayed at the Rindermarkt. So I think it was a great idea of our team, of all of you, and to make this event, bring it into the city and bring it to the people. And there was so much activation. I saw so much children climbing up the boulder wall, or this nice table tennis competition. I haven't been at Theresienwiese, but I think there was also a very good beach volleyball tournament. So this is what we would like to do, to bring the sport to the people, also to the people who don't have access to tickets, or who can get a ticket, who can buy a ticket, so that they can also join this big event with us.
Yeah, and we hope obviously a lot of people will join in with the celebration next year with this beautiful weather here at the Olympiapark. Now, all this is only possible because we have quite strong partners at our back and helping us with that.
Yes, you're right. And that's a very important thing for us. I think it's also many, many thanks to our public sponsors and to all the politicians of the federal government of Germany, of the state of Bavaria, and of the city of Munich, who don't even support us financially, but also from the mental side, because they also think that it will be a great big event, sporting event, and that we bring sport back in the Olympic Park. And also that that's not only the sport, I think you mentioned it before. So we combine sport with culture and arts and participation of the people. Everyone should be part of us.
Exactly, and we'll have more of that now at the end of the program. Frau Schöne, thanks very much for those insights, and I guess everybody is super excited now.
Yes, I think so. And my thanks goes to the team, to all of us, to all of you. And I think the great job you made until now. And you have still a lot of work to do. So I think we will make it.
For sure. Well, 365 days we have left for that. But we don't have a lot of time left tonight.
No, we don't. So we wanted to thank everyone. It's 1 year to go. And thank you for joining us, either from here in Munich or online.
Yeah, thanks so much. Make sure you guys stay connected. We hope that we did achieve actually what we promised, to make you fall in love even a little bit with the city of Munich, with the Olympia Park, and of course with the European Championships Munich 2022. We'll have a lot of more dates, and then we might even get to second or third base, but we'll talk about that later. For now, thanks very much for joining. Have a good night. Goodbye. Servus. Auf Wiedersehen from the Olympia Park here in München. asking here